Hello my Banda crew and welcome back to the channel. Today's video is going to be talking about the Planetary Minimizer. It's technology from Crash Bandicoot: The Huge Adventure that Dr. Neil Cortex created, and how it was actually foreshadowed years in advance. If this is your first time coming to the channel, I release Crash Bandicoot content every weekend. I discuss lore, theories, I talk news, I do reviews, I get interviews in, I also do tier lists, so anything and everything Crash Bandicoot related I generally cover here. So if that seems like something you might be interested in, maybe consider subscribing. With that all said, let's jump back into the topic at hand, the Planetary Minimizer, and how I think it was actually foreshadowed years in advance. So when it comes to Dr. Cortex, the main two inventions you generally think of are the Evolvo Ray and the Cortex Vortex. People honestly get them mixed up. That's how often these inventions are thought about. So you have the Cortex Vortex here, and then Cortex actually upgrades it to global scale. So this is his space station that has a Cortex Vortex built into it. So his Cortex Vortex, which is his mind control device, is set up in space and in his laboratory. And while never confirmed, I think it's safe to assume that there is an Evolvo Ray on this space station as well, because, like I said, the two inventions that you always connect with Dr. Cortex are the Cortex Vortex and the Evolvo Ray. So if he has the Cortex Vortex up in space, it's most likely assumed that he will also have an Evolvo Ray in that lab too. But now I'm going to talk about a Planetary Minimizer. So you have this cannon laser beam like device that when fired at an object will shrink it. So he used his Planetary Minimizer while out in space, shot it at Earth, and shrank it down. What if I told you this wasn't the first instance of Cortex having a shrink ray? If you don't remember, it was in Crash Bandicoot 2. There were two devices. They're the same, but they were different models. There was this one that is aimed at Crash, and when he steps on the button facing the direction, the arrow is pointing at Crash, so when he hits the button, that's the way the laser is going to fire. And then there's another model of it that's above Crash. So when he runs across, again, the laser will shoot down at Crash. And this is the original series and the Insane Trilogy version of the device shooting Crash. And he shrinks into nothingness. We assume it's nothingness, but perhaps he just gets so small he enters the quantum realm. But I just thought it was really neat that came out 5 years after the fact, actually went back to the original trilogy and expanded upon technology that Cortex had already dabbled in. So it wasn't completely made up off the spot. It took Cortex's tech and expanded upon it on a planetary level. So anyway, Banda crew, that's the video this week. It's kind of a short one. It's just one that's been on the back of my mind for quite a while. I just wanted to get it out there for you. So Dr. Cortex had the shrink ray all the way back in 1997. The next couple videos that'll be coming out will be Crash Team Rumble related, probably, since all the news is coming out. I also posted the leaked video on my channel prior to it being released at PAX East. This is a fake version of Crunch. It's made by Chomper Electric, and I guess in the splash image it says Danny posted it. I saw it on Reddit. I just figured I'd put it up here while I was talking about Crash Team Rumble. But like I said, all this Crash Team Rumble news is coming out. I don't know how I feel about the game personally. There's not enough information for me, and I don't want to just post a video complaining about it. So I'll post my thoughts. I'm going to collect them better and try and get a video out for you guys. I hope you enjoyed the video, and we'll see you in the next one, Banda crew. Take care.